Hello, beautiful Leo. Welcome to New Era. My name's Emma. Leo, we're going to do your monthly read for June, and we're going to start with an overall energy here, and then go deeper and deeper into that energy to really get a full picture of what's going on for you for the month of June. And at the very end, we're going to have Archangel Michael come in with some additional messages for you. Also, I am at this time offering personal readings, so if you're interested in personal reading, please read about it in the description box and send me a message. Okay, what do we have for Leo for the month of June, please? What do we have for Leo for the month of June, please? And even if it is the month of June, my energy, or like my readings with the energy, tends to be 6 weeks, give or take, into the future. Angel on Miracles, I'm going to keep that. It's sort of just, it wasn't very determined. It's sort of just slated out there that this wanted to be a part of the reading. Angel of Miracles. Open your heart and expect a miracle. That's really gorgeous. And then I feel like there's one more. That's probably going to be a little bit more direct in the energy, I feel. I'm going to be completely honest now. I don't think I've ever felt... I am in an apartment building. So I live in an apartment, and there's it's a 4-story house. And I'm not sure now if there's another person in the house making coffee and that coffee smell actually reaching into this apartment, or if it's... I do that sometimes when spirits show up from the other side. I can sometimes pick up the smell of like something that really, it can be someone that really like smoke cigars, or someone that, you know, they will come with their scent, if that makes sense. So I will say all of a sudden, like I feel something smell like a certain type of food or anything like that. Right now I'm smelling coffee, and I haven't been drinking coffee in forever. Can that be... Never mind. It doesn't really actually matter if that's sort of real coffee or if there's someone coming from the other side. It is a message. And I mean, coffee, that's so broad, but like if you just sat down with your cup of coffee, you're just putting on coffee right now. It can't be even that you drank coffee yesterday, because in these days, who doesn't? So, or it be that you just wrote coffee down on a list because you're gonna buy coffee later. It has to be some, or you have to work with coffee, or it has to be something really significant for you. For whatever reason, coffee is gone now, but coffee, the smell of coffee really, really came in here strong. Okay, what do we have for Leo, please? It's there, a tiny bit, it's there, the coffee smell. Smells good. There you go. That's very Leo. I haven't seen this in a bit, so I'm almost glad to see this, because it means that Leo's coming back. Creative wonderment. Creative wonderment with a peacock, like it's a grand piano, obviously, and then we have in the wings, pun intended, a peacock in the wings, a pink one. There you go. Really gorgeous. Well, it's blue as well. Like it looked a lot pinker here on the card than it does in the camera. Pinker. Can you see that? I mean, it's typical Leo. We have like an Oscar statue. We have film, cinema, fragrance, books, music. Creative wonderment, follow your passion. This is truly like what really excites you, Leo. For the month of June, there seems to be like an upgrade. There seems to be an, so we're having this person, obviously, that's walking upstairs. It starts off like a little bit rocky. Maybe that's, because I'm now thinking about the Rocky movies, running up the stairs. really reaching success, really like if we get into that, I'm gonna be honest here, I haven't seen those. Don't shoot me. Um, I haven't seen the Rocky movies, but obviously I know what they're about. And they're about this like big um training, going after what you want, running up those stairs. I've seen that sequence from the movie, running up those stairs and really like that grand gesture at the top of those stairs is like I made it. So there's something about like, and we're just starting on the bottom of the stairs here. So there's a journey here, Leo, that you're just starting walking on, and it's just at the very beginning that it looks a little bit dark and bland. Maybe even that you have to, because it looks a little bit gray and silverish, so it might be that you have to look for silver linings right now in a tricky situation. And but like if you just keep walking, it's just getting more and more into the gold. It's just a golden opportunity. It's a golden staircase. So just keep walking and you'll be just fine. But there's something about coming, your passions are coming online. So if you've been maybe do a little bit too much of the eight to what of the 9 to 5, whoever works 9 to 5 these days, or it's been like a little bit like you've forgotten the fun, or you've forgotten the playfulness, you've forgotten your own inner passion. It's a bit much just managing or doing what's required of you or asked of you, instead of like, where can I have fun? And also the angel and miracles, I'm actually supposed to read from both of them, so I will. The angel and miracle, open your heart and expect a miracle. I just see someone taking someone for a ride. I mean, this is obviously the angel of miracles, and then this little baby. I just feel like there's someone, because we're starting to walk this path, this journey, you're just setting on into this journey. I feel that month of June is a turning point, not just for Leo, but for the collective. There's something about like all the way to the end of the month of May has been heavier energies, and just it's a little bit of a turnaround just coming into the month of June. So no matter what reading I will do here, or no matter what, like I think that most of the collective will feel like a lighter sense, or like a light, lightening, an easing up of the energy around June. So there's a journey starting there. But then there's like this angel that's just really, if we look at this as a person, this can be a person taking you, Leo, on a ride. It can be you taking someone else on a ride. It's like, I just get the feeling here that someone wants to show, look at this, look at what's over here, look at what we can do with this. It can be that you come in with really awesome not opportunities, perhaps opportunities as well, but suggestions, or like you bring this to your boss, or you bring this to your coworkers, that this is something we can do in our business or in our work environment. If this is you being in a relationship, you might want to show your person that like, look at this, look at what we can do here. It's just a lot of beautiful suggestions. Maybe you're just coming into a very creative, passionate state of mind that you just want to share a lot of stuff. I usually then I get more cards here to get the full story, but I'm gonna read from the book. We're starting with the Angel of Miracles because that came up first. Angel of Miracles. Angels shine a divine light of intelligence made of the highest and purest of Holy Spirit. Angels bestow gifts and miracles upon you, appearing in many forms: a bird, a butterfly, an animal, or the brightest and only flower in blossom. When when coincidences, synchronicities, and miracles start to happen in your life, you know that the angels are with you. The angels also assist and guide you during life changes or challenges, comforting you to the next stage of your journey. Anything is possible with angels, so you can expect a positive outcome knowing that the angels have heard your prayers. And then the mantra of this card is, I believe in miracles. Yeah, and I feel like for some of you guys, you just need to know that the angels are with you. If you're starting a new path, you're starting a new journey, maybe that passion of yours have been laying dormant in your for your inner self and you haven't really sort of expressed that in a long time. There might be a fear of like, if you want to write a book, if you want to start to gardening, if you want take up baking, if you want create music, if there's like whatever this creative wonderment is for you, and you feel a little shaky, that is like, should I really get into this or should I really do this? Isn't it too late? Isn't it too soon? Isn't it too early? Isn't it like whatever excuses we might have for not doing the things that we want to do, right? Um, that it might feel like you're taking up way too much time or take time away from certain other things that needs to be taken care of first. I just want you to know that the angels are with you on this journey. The angels are there to, they probably are the ones that have really supported you to get into this, what might look like a side situation first, a little side business, a hobby, or whatever, that maybe even turns into your main event later on. Okay, so the creative wonderment. Dove, dolphin, creative wonderment. Follow your passion. You are able to bring to fruition something within your imagination that you alone have thought of. So, first, I just want to say with that, I think it's something that you've been thinking about that no one else know. Not just that you alone have been thinking about it, because it's not just your own creation and then you shared what you're thinking about doing with other people. I don't even think that other people know what you're thinking about. It's just you and the guides, you and the angels. You're able to bring to fruition something within your imagination that you alone have thought of. Being creative is relaxing and therapeutic, whether it's cooking, sewing, woodwork, photography, writing, or art. Whatever it may be that stimulates your imagination, this is the time for you to create and inspire others. Utilize your skills. Take classes and follow your passion. You will one day have the opportunity to turn your heartfelt creativity. That's exactly what I just said. Like this will not stay a hobby. This probably will be the main event. And here it says, you will one day have the opportunity to turn your heartfelt creativity into your life's work. Create your labor of love. And then the mantra of this card is, I am inspired to be creative. That is just gorgeous energy here, Leo, for the month of June. So whatever you're doing that is bringing that passion back in is going to do wonders for you, even if you don't take it as far as thinking, wow, so that's going to be like my new thing, a new career path, a new situation in your life that's just really going to change things for you. If you just want to start small, probably because that's why the reason why I haven't done it is because it gets to that point straight away. It is like, it's either nothing or it's everything, but instead just start to paint because you love to paint. Maybe just a couple of strokes on the painting that day, and then the next day you do a couple of more, and the next day it's like to just start small, whatever you can. Memories of love. I'm just going to clarify here. There's another deck. Okay, I have to do that first. Going deeper here for Leo. Here and now, Leo. Here and now. Stay in the present moment and memories of love. Did I show you that? Here and now. Between worlds. And there's one more. Here and now, between worlds. And the Yin card. I'm going to show you what I get around this in a second. I just need to get the cards on the table. And now I can return to the other deck. What do we have for Leo, please? For the month of June. Rest and rejuvenate. I think I've had this card for probably every sign. I mean, you're the 5th sign, Leo, and I think this has come out every time. or something like it. Like we need to just go into meditation, like just take a step back and just relax a little bit. What else here for Leo, please, for the month of June? The waiting game. Okay. 3, 2, 3, 2, 2, and then 4. So there's a lot of 3, 2. 3, all about creativity, manifestation, inspiration, solar plexus. 2 is about the balance. It's about you also understanding that there is a real journey here. We're starting at the bottom. It might look a little bit heavier, a little bit dark in the beginning, but it quickly becomes lighter and golden. And because we have 3, 2, and then so we have 3, 2 all on their own, 2 and 3 there, and then we have 32 with the here and now, and then we have another 2 with the waiting game. So main balance, and also understanding that there's a process and progress. It's also your sacral chakra, which is your creativity. So it's just perfect. Okay, let me just look at this for a second. It is quite obvious, but okay. So what I see here, and I mean, I am very drawn to speak about my own experience here today. I am a Leo. I'm a Leo sun. And sometimes I don't even know what I'm talking about, and then I have to like rewatch and see was it resonating for me as well, you know? Which most of the time it is, but when I'm doing it, I can't focus on my journey because my journey can be separate from your guys' journey, right? But today I am drawn to share my story because we have, okay, which one do I want to show first? I'm going to show these ones first. So we have the here and now, and then we have between worlds. And the here and now is it's almost like a Leo, in order for you to move on then from, again, the bit more gray into the color, a bit more like in the gray in the bottom and then more color, is like you just need to stay present. And I just feel, I talked to one of my sisters the other day, and this between worlds, we both, so I've been in a situation where I feel like financially it has been really, really tough. That's one end of my story. And then the other end, I see all these magical things coming in. It's just on a completely different level. And it's just, there's no in between. That's why I really point out, like, there is a journey here. We have 2, 3, 2, 3. There is a journey, but it's like, okay, I'm gonna use my sister as well. Like, she was in a situation very, very recently where they were like, they had a house and the house was up until the end of the month. They needed to move. This was 2 months ago now, I think, that they needed to move, and they've been looking and looking and looking and not finding a new house. And she was like, we're coming down to the wire, like it's 2 weeks left and we don't have any place to move. Her and her 3 kids living in that situation, and knowing that in a month's time there was going to be, because they sold another house. Long story short, not drag this out, she knew that there was a big sum of money that was going to come in for her, but not until another month from now. So when she was looking for a house, she also didn't have anything to show for it. Like, I have something to back this up with, but when she didn't, and it was like she was in with one foot in one world, sort of with the old, and then the other foot in the other world. But when that hasn't come in yet, and there's no in between, we're talking about it almost like an alphabet, like in than the English alphabet, I would say it's not like it feels like we're somewhere on M or O. It feels like one side is on A and the other side is on Z. And there's no in between. There's no like, it's just either it's like, it feels like I don't know how to make it to the end of the month. And the other side is like dream castles. Like, what's happening? And I just feel the same here for you, Leo. There's just, you probably, and depending on what this is for you, it's a general read. It's a general read. So it's going to be different for all of you. If this is like, you're out of a job, you don't know where the money's going to come from at the end of the month, and you applied for a new job, and you begin that new job in 2 months or 1 month or a week, but then you don't get the pay until the, so it's like one side is showing all of the old, and it's like you don't even know how to make it, and the other side is showing completely different, like, if you could just be over there, everything would be fine, but then you're not, you're in the middle, you're in between worlds. So, and if it's not that big of a deal, if you feel like this might be an energetic feel for you, Leo, that is like, okay, you have one foot in the old and you have one foot in the new, meaning you're seeing old behaviors, you're seeing old people, not necessarily age-wise, but like familiar faces still in your life, where they're ebbing themselves out of your life, and then you see these new opportunities coming in, and you see maybe new friendships coming in, or new relationships being formed, or just situations just opens up for you. So it's like it's playing out a bit of both. Know that that's a transition, and the best way to get from there to there is actually to stay in the middle, to stay present, to stay as much in alignment as in the here and now. We're not in the past and we're not in the future. If you can practice what's right in front of you without constantly being in the past or in the future in your head, like, you're good to go. It's going to move really quickly. And then we have the yin card, which is also about, but it's like to get the needle to move, if you will. The yin card is very much about thinking about what you want, sort of in your head, going after what you want, not necessarily physically being there yet. It's not the yin or yang, as we maybe say, yin or yang, I would say in Swedish. So it's the yin, right? It's not the masculine, make it happen, put it into a structure, anything like that. It's more the yin, which is the dream, the fantasy, I have the idea that we're going to do this and this. And it doesn't mean that nothing is happening. It means that there's so much happening, but you're in between worlds. And so and we're in the beginning of those, just thinking about that movie, the clip on YouTube. I don't know if you've seen it, or maybe Instagram or whatever. In the beginning, they can't say beginning. It's so funny. Okay. Yeah, we're in the beginning of stuff here, and you're in between worlds, to just know that it's not for nothing. You think, sorry, you're thinking about things, you're planning things in your head, you're like moving things along. There's a lot happening in your mind, and know that's what gets hold of, like, the angels have heard you. They know what you're after. They know what you want. It's almost now, as I see it now, it's like, yeah, we know what you want. Come over here. Follow us here. Then we have memories of love. We have rest and rejuvenate, and we have the waiting game. So memories of love can also be that you're a bit nostalgic now. Two things coming through here. One is that there actually is it's a little bit of a side note. It's not a small side note, but it's a side note to the rest of the message. Is that some of you guys have people on the other side that you are thinking about right now. Maybe there's like a 1-year anniversary of something coming back. Maybe someone passed away a year ago, 10 years ago. There's a situation around that we remember this person extra much right now. And it can be that you remember them not because they had a birthday now, or maybe there's an anniversary of them. It can be that you're having an anniversary or something, it can't be your birthday, not just yet. I mean, depending on when you listen to this, obviously, but it can be that you're in a situation where you wish that your mom or that your dad or that your friend or someone was with you, but they're just on the other side. And it's just fun memories of them, and just know that they're with you. They're with you at this time. This is what that message is about. This is also like a nostalgic message of like, if there's a lot of things that you're changing right now, Leo, if we're seeing you being like between worlds, we have Angel of Miracles, which is like you're opening up to miracles happening right now, which means that things can move really quickly. And you're starting to sort of find your back into your passions, where there's way more alignment, which also brings quicker results to the table. And you're just beginning on this journey, but you're moving up the ladder. You're moving up into more of a golden opportunities, which means, like I said, if you see a little bit of like an old version of your old reality of you sort of floating away, it's making its way out of your life, and then there's a new situation that's more like coming in, that the stuff that you're leaving can also leave you with a, not a sour taste, but it can be like a, almost like a little morning, not as morning and night, but like you're grieving, that you get to grieve the situation that you leave behind. It might even be that you're thinking a little bit about how will I leave this behind as you move. And that can be parts of yourself. It can be other people that you feel like you, all of a sudden you outgrown them. From one day to the next, it's like you don't have anything in common with them anymore. And even if you don't have anything in common, and if it just feels really organic and natural that they are falling away or fading out of your life, it can still feel like it's a transition and it's a change, and it can feel a little bit sad sometimes. And that's okay. We have rest and rejuvenate, which is very much needed for everyone, I feel, right now. To just take that 20-minute situation every day. If you can go longer, please do, or maybe twice a day. That you're sitting, I mean, this person is sitting in the smack middle of the woods. I mean, that probably would be the best my God, situation to meditate in the forest. Like, wow. But not everyone has that opportunity. Maybe it takes as long for you to get there as it does to actually do the 20 minutes. So then it's, then you have to go home again. So just whatever you can do to just have that break where you put yourself in silence, you put yourself in contact, you put yourself in a situation where it's like, you just give, it's rest and rejuvenate, but also like a play on words there, that you give everything a rest. You just give it a rest. Like, I just don't think about this right now. For 20 minutes, I'm going to put everything to the side and just be as quiet and still as you can. And then we have the waiting game, and I'm supposed to read for that, so I will. I always see these as timelines. Like, there are different timelines, and we just need to, there's certain timing that we need to wait on, or like just have patience at this time. You might also be choosing different timelines right now, Leo. The waiting game. Number 2, with balance. This card indicates that you've worked hard to set things in motion in certain areas of your life, and you're now waiting for the result to come to fruition. The number 2 is all about choice and decision. In the past, you may have been afraid of making decisions or choices, but now you're no longer held prisoner by this fear or the constraints of old beliefs. Wow. Expect the best and be open to the limitless power of your intuition, which is presently very strong. Trust and use it to assist you. Achievement and success are assured, but once obtained, don't let it change you. Remember who you are, the effort that it took to get you to this point, and the gratitude you need to show to the people who helped you. Stay on your spiritual path, for it will continue to guide you on the journey of your soul. This is just really, really gorgeous, and I'm really happy that I was guided to read it from the book. Um, it's just a lot, and yeah, this reading is very much for me today. I can really resonate, and I'm already like hearing stuff in there that I normally would hear afterwards as I'm listening back. But another situation that I can bring up from personal experience is that for the longest time, the waiting game would for me be that opportunities would really come around quite often. People would be amazed at how much no I would say to certain things. And I would just be like, no, I'm not ready, because the mind F that was going on in my head, the wars between me and my thoughts, obviously not other people, but it was due to being around other people that even led to having those thoughts, that whatever thing came up, I closed it down immediately, because what I thought other people would say no to, or I wouldn't even take the conflict of moving forward with certain things out of fear of what that would start up with other people in my surroundings. And it's not too long ago that I have finally managed to get into a place of like, okay, wait a minute, that voice isn't there anymore. Wait a minute, that fear or that worry, the moment I have an idea or the moment I have like a wish or a wanting to move in a certain direction, is not being shut down by any like by this person in my mind, or by like feeling like you're not enough, or feeling like you don't have money for it, or feel like you don't have the skill for it, or like whatever it is that we come up with creatively. The waiting game, one aspect of it is that it's been a waiting game because there's been like a mind war going on saying you can't do this. And then the waiting game is over. It's a waiting game, but it's like, you now know it's one thing to come from a place where you're just waiting for things to happen in your life, but nothing really happens because you shut it down the moment they have a tendency to turn into anything. And now if you're in the waiting game but you know things are shifting, that's the between worlds again, you feel it shifting, then the waiting game almost becomes exciting, because it's not no longer a matter of if this is going to happen, it's a matter of when. And I mean, as children, we know, are we there yet? Are we there yet? But it's like it's an excited, are we there yet? Rather than, is there a chance or risk that we're not going to end up there? Such a difference in feeling. So there's something, you're not in prison anymore, Leo. Thank God, you're not in prison anymore. It's like you come out of that prison, you come out of that self-inflicting, holding yourself back. And now it's a whole other different waiting game. I love this. Okay. Then we're going to end with something from Archangel Michael. Michael, what do you have for Leo, please, for the month of June? Self-respect. Yeah, that might be what it comes down to. Self-respect. And you're on the right path. Look at that, Leo. You're on the right path. This is how self-respect looks like. And we're on the right path. So there's a lot of reading from the book today, but I'm doing as I'm told. Self-respect. OLM. Self-respect. Okay, Archangel Michael is supporting your quest for happiness, health, and abundance by advising you to respect and love yourself. The situation you're inquiring about has some dysfunctional aspects, which can adversely affect your self-esteem. This card is a sign that it's time to honor yourself, even if others aren't treating you in a worthy manner. You deserve respect from yourself and others, for you're a beloved child of God, just as everyone is in the spiritual truth. Then we have possible specific meanings, and it can be one, it can be no one, or it can be all. So just feel which one you resonate with. Get counseling to build your self-esteem. Leave an abusive situation. Let go of behaviors that you know deep down aren't healthy or right for you, as guilt erodes self-respect. Insist that others treat you with respect. And then we have a prayer. You see that on the bottom there. You have a prayer on this card. Dear God and angels, thank you for helping me see myself as you see me, through the eyes of love. Thank you for honoring and respecting me. Please guide me to do the same for myself and grant me the courage to speak up on my own behalf. I ask for your protection in all of my relationships so that I am surrounded by loving and kind people. I just feel like this is something that you're already over and done with. You have already come out of this, but like I had for the longest time, the conversations continue in your head, even though certain people or situations are not even there anymore. And it starts with self-respect, because if you're respecting yourself, you don't allow those thoughts into your mind. It's like, no, you're not welcome here. Like this ends here. And then we have you're on the right path. You're on the right path, Leo. You've drawn this card as validation that your thoughts and actions are in the right direction towards achieving your life's purpose and inner peace. You've been carefully listening to your guidance from within, and the angels applaud you for following it faithfully. Although you may not clearly see what's up ahead, the angels want you to know that they're guiding and protecting your every step of the way. Keep up the good work. And then the possible specific meanings. It's a good time to begin a new project, start a business, pick up a book, or make a positive lifestyle change. So there you have the creative wonderment as well. Listen to your inner guidance, even if others don't understand. Trust that you'll be financially supported as you move forward with your plans. And then there's this prayer here as well. Archangel Michael, I call upon you now. Thank you for giving me loud and clear guidance that I easily understand. Thank you for motivating me and filling me with the courage and confidence to make healthful life changes. Wow. There's big life changes up ahead. You're already moving. You're already in between worlds. You see a bit of the old and you see a bit of the new. The way to get there, stay as much as you can in self-respect, knowing what you're worthy of, and also stay in the present moment. I feel this one really stands out. Like, stay in the present moment. Don't reach too far into the past or too far into the future. But be here and now, and that's going to create a solid foundation for you. Again, if you're interested in a personal reading to go deeper within maybe this situation even, or other things, you're so welcome to read about it in the description box and send me a message. Also, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. It really helps me a lot. It helps the channel grow. And also thank you for watching. Take care, Leo.